It'll fit.
If we get it.
Oh, we're getting it.
Are we now?
Well, unless you know something I don't.
I know how I feel about it.
Oh, your feelings. So something I'm never shy on knowing.
Yet you got the tool belt out anyway.
Oh, the one you bought for me.
For ironic role-playing, not for actual housework.
Why not?
Darling, I love you dearly, but you're not the sort of man who maintains a house. You're the sort of man who hires help.
I don't need help to measure the distance required for this installation.
You do if you think it'll fit.
It will fit.
A bidet. A whole bidet.
The one I'm eyeing up, yes.
How do you know?
It comes with measurements. It'll fit.
Huh. With how much room between the cabinet and the rim?
Enough.
And does it come with an ability to make our legs incorporeal? Is that a setting I've missed?
You've never even looked at the settings. You've never given this an honest thought.
Because I don't want you installing one. It'd be a disaster.
Oh, but you do so enjoy tallying up my disasters.
Not with water damage, I don't.
Look, you are aware I'm not actually suggesting I'll do it.
Oh, good, so we're not doing it.
No, we're hiring someone to do it.
Are we now?
I am.
No matter what I say.
Look, darling.
We don't need one.
I beg to differ.
It won't fit.
Oh, will you just look at the measurements?
I'm reading.
So, no, you won't. Fine.
I don't need to look at the measurements to see that a bidet will not fit in this... Well, calling it a shoebox of a shitter is generous.
They build them a lot more efficiently now.
Good for them. At what cost?
It's cheap enough.
I've seen our monthly take-home. It won't be.
Well, I've worked out a deal, haven't I?
When?
I made a call.
Behind my back.
I said I was doing it.
And I said it was a non-starter.
So you do remember me saying I was doing it then? It wasn't behind your back then, was it?
And you remember me saying it was a non-starter.
Oh, but why?
Okay, assuming it does fit.
Yes.
It's expensive. It's far too expensive.
But it's not. I mean, come on. What is the point in being the corporate shill that I am if I cannot use my newfound wealth to...
To have a machine wipe your arse for you?
Well, quite.
Do you want that?
Are you attempting to kink shame me?
Is this a newfound or closeted kink of yours you've been keeping from me?
I like being clean. And bidets are the best way to get your postpartum anus as clean as it can possibly be.
I think there are better ways to spend the money.
I just don't understand why you're so very averse to this. You don't even have to use it.
I won't be using it.
Fine by me.
So it'd just be something of yours taking up so much space in the bathroom then. How selfless of you.
It doesn't take up so much space.
In here it will.
I'm sorry. Do you have plans for this single square foot of bathroom space? This prime real estate wedged between the sink and the shitter?
Uh-huh. So you admit it'd be wedged in then?
It fits.
It will not.
So let it come in. Huh? You get to say, I told you so. It'll really be a gift for you.
I don't understand why you want it so much.
I've made my case.
When?
I've made it on several occasions.
Name them.
God, you don't listen to me at all.
I do, God help me.
So you remember?
No, which means they weren't compelling.
They were.
No, not to me. Fine. Make your case again.
Well... What?
Nothing. It's just that, well, that tone. Usually it comes with its own PowerPoint.
I'm presenting something to you.
Oh, do you have a PowerPoint?
Would you like one?
If only to see what the visual aids would be.
I can make one.
I think your wit will suffice, dear.
If only.
Well, I got you here.
Okay, aside from hygiene, I would argue that it's more environmentally sound.
You would.
What, consider the environment?
Only so far as to support your argument.
Well, how is going bog roll free not better for the planet?
Think of the water waste.
You do know there's water involved in the production of bog roll.
Irrelevant.
On what grounds?
You're assuming that our purchase of toilet roll actually affects the commode industrial complex.
Well, by that logic, why go plastic-free? Why use soap nuts? Why take any of the strides you have rightfully pushed for us to make this planet a better place for our theoretical children?
The theoretical ones we aren't having but often speak about.
The very same.
Fine. What else do you have up your sleeve?
As if it matters. You're not going to consider it anyway.
If you want to put it in, you should do it.
I just don't understand what your major gripe is. You're certainly not prudish about that region.
But I can be very quickly if you bring up my occasional backdoor indulgence into this debate.
So what is your issue with it?
It's too bourgeois.
It's too what?
It's too bougie, okay?
How?
Do you even know the etymology of bidet? It's Old French for pony, because a pony is what the rich used to straddle.
And that's your counter-argument.
We're not a bougie people. That is not the image of us I want to project to guests.
Do you know what is pretty bougie?
What?
Knowing the old French etymology of a bidet and lecturing me about how not bougie we are whilst reading Beckett's Endgame in the loo.
Ugh, when does it end?
Are you quoting or complaining?
Quoting a complaint.
Oh.
Look, I don't want it, okay?
But I do.
So do it.
How about I meet you halfway?
How would you do that?
I can get one installed into the seat. That way there wouldn't be a space issue. All it would require is a plug in the bathroom.
Electrical appliances in somewhere known as the water closet. Sound.
Well, what do you want from me?
I liked it better when the tool belt was just for foreplay.
I really do think this is a good idea.
You really want this, don't you?
Yes.
Then you should do it. I just won't use it.
You really don't like it?
I don't feel it's needed. But I will be perfectly happy saying I told you so you should go ahead.
Great. Oh, I'll call Jeff.
I bet you will. You gonna keep the tool belt on with Jeff here?
Unless you have plans for where it can be flung.
Well, I do love a dirty handyman, or handsy man, as the case may be.
I can be filthy.
Just remember to flush twice.
There are now 5,607 people in hospital with coronavirus in the UK.
Cumbersome one, is it?
I can't take it. I just can't take it anymore. There are only so many times I can reread this ending.
Well, I can grab you another play if you'd like. No, it's perfectly understandable to be on there for a while. Our life has been wall-to-wall penne since the panic buying began.
We like pasta.
I know, but it does have a certain impact on egress, if you catch my drift. Would you like another play?
I'm done. I don't need another play.
Okay. You're done. So why aren't you,
Yes, dear. We're out of toilet roll.
You mean you're out of toilet roll?
The house, our home, is out of toilet roll.
But I don't use it anymore.
Oh, but I do. And we're out.
So, what are you going to do?
What are we going to do, you mean?
Well, I know what I'm going to do. I just have to wait until you're done.
You might be waiting a while.
Well, how long?
How long does it take to watch paint dry?
Oh, you're not letting it dry in, are you?
What else am I supposed to do?
Well...
No.
Oh, why not?
Because I said I wouldn't.
You also said you'd get to say I told you so.
I do still get to say it. You didn't install the bidet betting on a bloody plague. It would have been on the PowerPoint.
I didn't do a PowerPoint.
You pondered it. You didn't ponder this, though.
No, you're right. I didn't. But I'm still pretty happy I installed it.
Well, good for you.
And good for you too, if you just give in.
What about me makes you think I'd do that?
I don't know. But I know you like our sheets too much to risk soiling them.
Oh, fuck.
What can I do?
You can try not being smug.
I'm not being smart.
I can sense it.
Through the door?
Yes?
Well...
No. No. Just no.
Well, what do you want to do?
Well, I don't know, do I? Or I'd have done it.
Well, what do you want me to do?
Stop being smug. You won't do it.
Not won't. Can't.
Doesn't matter.
Fine. But is there anything else I can do?
I don't know.
Well, shouldn't we think about it?
What's left to think about? You're still there, aren't you?
Where would you like me to be?
I don't know. Away.
You're hardly a nervous pooer.
I'm not pooing.
Are you sure you wouldn't like another play?
What the fuck would I want
Uh-huh.
another... Oh.
Yes.
Huh. Is that an option?
I mean, it could be.
Well, what would we do with it?
We could bag it.
And then what? We can't just throw it into the street. We aren't shooters.
No, we're not. We could take it out to the bins.
When was the last time those were collected?
Well, I don't think it matters.
It does to me. It'd be my shit out there.
I think everything smells like shit out there right now.
You're not wrong.
So,
Well, what's disposable?
off the top of my head...
Well, we've got to have some turkeys on the shelf.
Not on my shelf.
It was your suggestion. Don't give me blue balls on this.
Or brown cheeks, so to speak.
Thank you, dear.
We've got some mammoth.
We don't.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't. Doesn't sound like something I'd allow on my shelf.
I thought they were our shelves.
Oh, bless your heart.
Well, they aren't on our shelves.
Then where?
They're in a box in the wardrobe.
Your part of the wardrobe.
Yes, thank you for driving that home.
Why do you have Mammoth? I sleep with you.
You certainly did.
Why do you have his work? Actually, why did you say they? Do you have more than one?
I have the complete works.
Jesus, why?
I don't know. I was younger and I thought
Stop.
that...
There is no excuse.
Evidently.
Well, bring it on over.
Do you have a preference?
I think it'll all feel equally satisfying to wipe my arse on.
I'll make a decision then.
It's hard to go wrong.
I wish it was. What?
Lord, it's annotated. Why is it annotated?
I like to make marginalia, you know this.
You did it in pen.
Yeah, I didn't like Boston Marriage.
Who did?
I thought it'd be the one you'd be most comfortable with.
I am. You're right.
So?
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 Well, where do I start?
I don't know, how about at the beginning? As all good things do.
Well, so as in Act 1, Scene 1? Or the forward? Or the copyright page? Or...
I don't know, dear. Dealer's choice.
You dealt me the book.
It's up to you.
If it were up to me, we'd have toilet roll.
Well, we've got a working bidet.
It won't work for me.
Oh, you won't give it a chance.
I don't want to.
So this is the only viable alternative. I'd begin with the copyright page.
Wow. You even wrote here.
Will you please just get on with it?
Don't rush me.
I need to go too, you know.
Oh. Sorry. I forgot.
That's understandable. You've been having a crisis. But you're at the end of it now, okay? You just need to...
I know. I know.
So, yeah.
Oh, shit.
What?
I can't rip a book.
Not even Mammoth?
Well, apparently not.
So what are you going to do?
You say nothing.